I think Luka's using the ab roller.
Are you the guy in the gym that sets up in the middle with the ab roller and just does it so everyone can see him? Get the full extension.
Yeah. And I grunt too, just so if they're not seeing, they at least are hearing that somebody's working out very hard. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Hey, you got to let everyone know. Okay. You got to make sure everyone knows that you're in there dedicated.
That's my personality. Everybody's going to know. All right. Real quick here. So I saw this article on Yahoo. Yahoo Sports put this out, and they were grading every team's offseason in the Western Conference. Okay. I think there's certain teams, no surprise. You know, you look at Denver. I'm not surprised. I think Denver had a really nice offseason. They got an A. Houston, I think they had a really good offseason. And then they added a Kogi there at the end. They got an A as well. Clippers got a B, and OKC got an A.
How did the Clippers get a B?
What do you think they should have got?
Well, they should have got a pass to a retirement home. I mean, they got Brook Lopez, who's 37 years old, Chris Paul, who's 40, 32-year-old Bradley Beal, to a team that already has 36-year-old James Harden. I don't
know. I think B is the right. I think that's the right grade. I think the Clippers got better. Now, listen, are they going to be healthy? That's a completely fair question. And you are right. They're very, very old. And I'm going to give you some credit here. I don't think any of us should be surprised if we're halfway through the season or close to the playoffs and they got some guys that are not available. It's going to be like, yeah, well, of course. But I know you can't win on paper. I understand that, completely understand that. But they got like 10, 11 guys that they can go to. That's the only thing they'll give them is they got depth.
No, they do. They do. In all seriousness, they have depth. They have a good roster. But over 82 games, you're adding older players to a team, to a player in Kawhi Leonard who notoriously can't stay healthy. James Harden is getting older. I don't see people are all high on the Clippers.
I think it's a very fair argument to say they're too old. That's it. Like, I don't think anybody, you can't really counter that argument. The only thing that I could say is, but they got like 11, 12 guys. And is the idea, we'll just kind of chop up the minutes here over a course of 82 and then hope that obviously they're healthy come postseason. So Clippers got to be. What do you think the Lakers got? So NBA offseason grades in the Western Conference, Yahoo Sports. What do you think they gave the Clippers? Or what do you think they gave the Lakers?
I think I saw, was this a D?
They did not give them a D. No.
Well, so what was it? C minus, something like that?
They gave him a C.
Okay.
They gave him a C. So key additions, Ayton, Marcus Smart, Jake LaRavia. Key subtractions, Dorian Finney-Smith. They also put Goodwin and Shake Milton. I wouldn't call those key subtractions. I got to be honest with you. I was a little surprised. I don't think the Lakers, I don't think this is a C offseason for the Lakers. I think the Lakers had a better offseason than and I'm not trying to blow smoke up any. I think they're still probably 5th or 6th in the Western Conference, maybe 4th at the best. A lot of it's going to depend on health and everything else. And LeBron, is he still going to look like the same LeBron James that we've seen for 22 years? But I thought their assessment of the Lakers offseason, you addressed 2 needs. You still kept all your assets. You have 2 players on expiring contracts. That's going to be very important for them to prove something. They finally have a center. And I think the main thing I'll say again, they still got assets and they could still go make other deals. So technically, I don't really know if their offseason is completely done yet.
Yeah, I don't know if this is taking into account the whole LeBron wanting to be traded. Like, if that's it, because I don't know how this is a C, especially if
he's talking about like the noise
of LeBron. Yeah. Is he going to be here? Like, I don't see that at all. You got Jake LaRavia, is he an established star player? I'm not going to sit here and act like he is, but is an up-and-coming young player at 23 years old, who, by the way, the Kings were working really hard to keep. And Chris Haynes made a thing that they didn't think he was really going to leave. They thought the Kings were going to up his offer. People were surprised that the Lakers were able to pry him away. You got a shooter for 2 guys in Luka and LeBron, but really Luka, who needs guys to sit in the corner and shoot, which also makes Dalton Connect tradable down the road if you think that someone wants him around the deadline. Ayton, obviously, 1-year deal or 2-year deal with the player option, but Ayton is not the number 1 overall pick, but certainly better than what the Lakers had last year at the center spot. Anything was better. So I'm excited for him. And again, kind of go back to Marcus Smart, a guy who Phoenix was a disaster. Portland's a team that's not even competing, not even close to a playoff spot. Like, now he's there with Luka and LeBron, and he's the fourth option on the team, but behind those two in Austin Reeves, he could have a really successful season. So I'm excited about Ayton. And then Marcus Smart at the end. I get they're not getting an A because you lose Dorian Finney-Smith. That's fine, and that is a loss. Dorian Finney-Smith
and getting an A, like there should be a criteria of I think a B minus, something like that is kind of the right place to put the Lakers.
Yeah,
and I think more than anything else is they didn't get rid of anybody. They still got all the assets. You could say Dorian Finney-Smith, but I think they found ways to replace DFS. And there is a little bit of a big picture in mind in that contract.
And everyone in the chat, everyone was watched the Lakers for years and watched them the year with Carmelo Anthony and Rajon Rondo and signing complete older players. I'm okay taking a shot on a guy like Jake LaRavia, who's young. DeAndre Ayton, I believe he's still only 27 years old. Marcus Smart's the oldest at 31. I mean, I like what they did. I thought it was a very well put together offseason for not having big money to go spend. And I liked it. Yeah, certainly I agree with the Nuggets being an A. I thought they had a really nice offseason with Valanciunas and Cam Johnson, getting rid of Michael Porter Jr. And the Rockets obviously had a big offseason. But I genuinely, not just being a homer, I don't know how the Clippers are rated above of the Lakers.
All right, Lakers A, it's not just what they added. It's the fact that they were able to add a starting center and a point of attack defender without giving up any assets. The problem is, and again, these are articles. They probably give Lakers a C so they get more people to click on it. And then I talk about it. So maybe that's happening as well. But I think, if you're giving Lakers an A for what they did, well, what the hell happens if you actually have a really good offseason where you sign a couple of players, right? So anyway, so in regards to that, I see some people on here. As far as the Clippers go, I didn't want to see CP3. I'm good to go. Thank you very much for that. I heard that name be thrown out earlier. I've even said, I've said this a couple different times. We've had this conversation. Let me give Drew Holiday as an example. There have been some reports out there that maybe the Lakers have interest in Drew Holiday. And Holiday is, I think would be, obviously I don't need to explain this to anybody. He'd be wildly better than what CP3 could offer to the table. But I don't want Holiday either. I don't know if you looked at Drew Holiday's contract. The guy's got 3 years left on his contract, making you're going to have him 35, 36, and 37 years old. I'm okay off of that.
I mean, and I think, like someone said in the chat a few minutes ago, the Lakers, I think everyone forgot, the Lakers were the 3 seed without a center in the Western Conference Finals in a super talented West. Yes, did it end the way that we wanted to? No, and they got whooped up on by Minnesota. So there's clearly problems with this team. So we're not saying that there isn't.
Thank you very much for watching the clip. Just want to give a shout out here to one of our partners, the Wallace Firm. They are official injury attorney of the Sliwa Show and Hoops Talk, the entire channel. If you are ever in a need, and I hope you're not, but some type of serious injury with yourself or a family member of yours, I would like to personally help you by introducing you to the best in the business, Brad Wallace and the Wallace Firm. Also got a URL out here that you can use as well. Just go to wallacewins.com/Sliwa. Thank you for their partnership, and thank you for being a part of the Sliwa Show.